nema US nakahora saka nasi ndikutsoka yahora takusukwa huro nema beers like bora ponera Lisa Aisha na Kisha heavy makosa no ketangukisa nasi pas matsapana no ndimisa ndakarova lebora chori kupisa life ya mubawa ndichichike madola hapa selector wacho ndi big dollar nasi mubawa ndirisi gora simbidze vanhu dzacho ndikutora ponera Lisa Aisha na Kisha.
Welcome to Jive Sessions, and in the studio I am joined by the Afro Beat award-winning artist Huby Blakes. Huby, welcome to the studio.
Muliseko mdara.
Pani time kubvira ndakuona mdara kune corona. How have you been?
Shamari pakaipa. But you know, hapana choice. We just have to survive, you know, because we are still living. Amen. And life is for the living. So tutongoita tisitofai
takatoenda
COVID mom.
You
see, we are here.
Wakabayo, have you been vaccinated?
Yeah, I have been.
Two
akakwana.
Ndasara nakufana kuno vaccine.
Sara iwo kana uchida kuti zvinhu zvikasike kuti zvadzoka pa position unge zvazvazvirika. Inobayiwa sha.
Ndikutenda.
Zvakakosha.
This weekend.
Zviri.
Was ndoda kutoya ku studio, obvious ku studio ndipinde kana
ndina. Autombouya atitombobuda kana usina vaccinate.
So I've been watching you. Watching you. You are releasing new visuals. You have a new album. Inonzi Homeboy.
Homeboy, yeah.
How did you come up with the name Homeboy?
Homeboy. Okay, Homeboy, it's an album Murandaka compiler which has to do with where I come from, where I grew up. You know, it's entitled Homeboy because there are stories that you can relate to. If you are a Zimbabwean or if you're an African, I'm talking about the Zimbabwean African story on that album. So I don't know Homeboy because if Kanochiva Kwandaka you would understand, you know, my stories are about that album.
I do understand. Talk about
exactly.
And then Inini Hango, I've been following you for a very long time. You are a hip hop artist.
Exactly.
To me, you will always be a hip hop artist. But now you have a new sound, an Afro beat. Let's talk about that transition from hip hop to Afro beat. Why? What's up?
Okay, I find it like most of people, they don't understand kuti hip hop they think hip hop is a genre, but hip hop is a culture. So I'm still a hip hop artist because I represent the hip hop culture. What only changed is is my sound. I'm representing the African sound. That's why I say kuti I do Afrobeat music. Why? Because I'm representing the African sound. So as a Zimbabwean, as an African, I've got a purpose to represent where I come from. So I cannot tell an African story or a Zimbabwean story way much better if I'm not representing it or if I'm representing it with the native sound from, you know, somewhere else. So yeah, I think I don't know kuti ndanyatso answer question yako zvakanaka.
Ndakunzwisisa.
So Afrobeat is just a sound. It's a sound, and hip hop is a culture. So the thing kuti I'm doing Afrobeats, it doesn't change the fact that I'm a hip hop artist because I'm still representing the culture.
I get you.
Exactly.
I get you 100%. Tikazoti taku exporter Huby Blakes kuenda ku America.
Exactly.
Anosvika achitauro
the Zimbabwean story. Exactly. Because like aungaendeka uchiri you know I'm a hip hop. Because ikoko ndokwa zvakatangira, they understand the culture way better than us. Isusu takatozongozvizivawo because zvakazouyawo nemasai and stuff. But even they understand, you know, the culture better because it started that side. That's where the hip hop culture actually started.
Okay, so that's your current project, Homeboy, and you're also going to be shooting videos?
Exactly, like there are a lot of music videos Roda shoot from that album because we have already done, I think so far we have 2 music videos from that album. For the one song I did with Chuntao, a video I do for the song Shekeda, and there's this one I did with Terry Africa, a video I do in Chimandara. So up next, I've got a song with T-Guns in Pamsinganswe. He's sitting on number one on the Power FM charts.
Yeah, Prometheus.
Exactly. So
how is it having a song being on number one? Your project, your baby, is on number one. How does that feel?
It's actually, what can I say? it is something which is quite exciting because like you oh, finally like people, they're actually related or to the story that I'm telling. Because like me, I'm a storyteller, ukadauteresa music and yemba, it has to do with what's happening in the community or what happened in my own life. So I share my own personal life experiences through music. So with the hope when people listen to that project, they would understand and they would relate to that. So when my song pops like that, it's a sign that people, they've actually understood what I'm saying. So it's something which is you're definitely heading in the right direction, and Jive TV is watching, and we are enjoying very much. That's your current project. Let's talk about your previous projects. I've seen that you've worked with almost all the artists in the industry. Coco, almost, yeah. How do you maintain? Is it because you have good PR with these people, or these people? How do you then link up, like even at Gonz's and you're able to produce a hit song at number one? How do you approach an artist? How do you come up with a hit song? Chemistry bakopi yokulinka nema artists. To me, it's organic. Like andidi ma collaborations ekubikira. Kuti taranda manager ningito tora ningito zeta song. No, for me I like it being organic, and it shitangira kuti tichinzwisana personally susu. What are we representing as an artist? And so no tangira before we get into the studio and create a record. Because the vibe tofana on the
same page, same level
page, so that we can be able to get into the studio and create a good record. So my collaborations they are from people I've met personally, and get to have a conversation with them. Then we get to an understanding, like knowing each other as artists, what we represent and the direction we are going, where the business, or whatever the case is, it is as an artist. Kana suchienderana, then we can create music together. Because music, I treat them like music is like vana. You get the point? They are babies. So kashinji kacho, you want to make a baby with someone you know better, right? So that's how it is for me. And didima collaborations kutonge nda jambira and tuda munu yokuti ndikazomfona nchitisha taita something somewhere, that person can come and do that particular song with me. Same goes even in inu akanditsvaga not kwe munhu wekuti taita song pada kuitwa or something, because aspiriri pakugadzira song cheteka. There are some other stuff which comes after you create the songs. Handidi munhu wekuti ndakuzomudai achadaire phone or stuff like that.
Make sense.
So that's ndingangoti like every artist I've worked with, they are my friends, and we are in good books. We understand each other like that. They are family.
Awesome. I love that. Relationships are very important.
They are very important.
Very important. So we've talked about your previous projects. For me, I will always say, Kuti, I relate better to a song that speaks to my situation. For example, Maiva Dikondo.
Like when you say which speaks better to a situation, the papi paru relate newewe pamara. Can I ask you a personal question, my friend? Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
I am married. And this is senior bachelor.
Anozati ndo zvanofila.
Anozati kana ndada kufara ndorombosiwa ndimbofara. Dzimungwanje ndatombonoda ndakamboridza you've got inonzi senior bachelor on your album.
Exactly.
Ndakamboridza zvakanzi ko baba mwana zvizva munokedza kutaura kuti this music, it's entertaining.
Exactly.
Which is also where I then picked up that you had sort of changed the sound, because there's also another song in Jeezy. Iyo ndo inyasori hip hop,
Yeah,
hip hop.
It's a trap sound.
The instrumental is nicely hip hop.
It was just to remind the people, because that's where I came from before I understood who I'm actually am. You know, so I just had to understand kutisha mabaza achiripo, guys. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
Achiriko mkomana.
The chiripo, I'm still here.
Okay, so we've talked about your current projects. We've talked about your previous projects.
Exactly.
Let's talk about your future projects. What can we expect from Huby Blakes? What's coming up next?
I've got a new collaboration I did with Talkie Vibes, Chama Kovango.
Right.
Yeah, we've got a song which is coming out in Onzimudura. It's a very different type of a sound, especially coming from me. You know, it's a very deep song. It's jazz affiliated.
Okay.
And it's a very deep song. Ekuti ndiye kuti unofana umbwe wakambogara padeni wakarelax, munyatsoteerera kuti ndikunyazoti chi. Which meditate a life.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I guess you I've also listened to the sound. It's maturing. It's not like what it used to be. It's now a bit more soulful, more message. What's happening?
I'm growing up, my friend. I'm growing up. So as you uchikura, you know, you start to view things in a different way. You know, especially when you get to a stage where you're taking care of yourself and your family. You know, you start viewing things different. Is pangochiri mfano uchunguza kuti aiwa ndofana onge nchienda kuma club padeni nongosvika zvinhu zviri seti or something like that. So as you grow, you start to see things in a different perspective. So I think it's just maturity, you know, me understanding who I am and which direction I'm taking, you know, as a person, as an artist, as a family guy, you know, stuff like that.
Ko tukudoka ma international collabos.
Definitely.
Can we expect them?
They are coming, yeah. Like my next album, Raga targeted that. Like on this previous one, I was doing my the local collaboration with local artists. But on my next album project, there will be a lot of like my international and regional artists in that project. Kutorine mangwe atori already in motion. My projects are kutoitwa. I cannot mention now because I subtract kubuda.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Kwanza wanu nenzara.
Tudama surprise.
Tudama surprise. Zvinozotaurwa zvakubuda. Kutaiwa chakadai chikubuda pangwana, I think it's best. But zvirimo murongwa, it's in the pipeline.
Handete.
Yeah.
And I know you're a very busy person. And you've got a lot of places to go. But I want you to talk to Zimbabwe. What inspiration can you give to the little ones? You know, you moved from hip hop to an Afro sound. Obviously, you experienced some things, you saw some things. And what advice would you give to the younger ones or the new ones that are coming to the game from what you've experienced? What can you say to them? Okay,
first of all, I hope this is my right camera. Yeah, man, guys, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, and as long as you got the vision and the passion to do whatever that you want to do, go for it. Like for Ina was born in Inyanga. Nikakurira muno mu Harare, pamabvukuta farapo. But because I had the vision and the direction where I wanted to go, I pursue my dream. Saka, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're coming from. You cannot just believe this is what you want to do. Just go for it, my guy. You see, you are now somewhere. Because like, but at least did you compare like where I've been and where I am right now? Which gives me, you know, actually the power to so that's my message to the youth and whoever who's trying to pursue a dream. You know what? The time is now. Go for it.
Thank you so much, Huby Blakes. I hope you stay safe, and thank you for those wise words. You heard from yourself, fans. Now, Huby Blakes, go for your dreams. Don't stop pursuing your dreams. This is Jive TV. My name is Keith Koza. That was Huby Blakes. Stay tuned for more.